Okay, and we're back with the Eleanor project. This is the what was the DC and is now the Fanhome kit. Build your own Eleanor Ford Mustang. And of course, first thing we're going to do, we're going to flip through all the pages of the book. You can pause and read if you wish. And this one steps right into the kit right off the bat, but then when we get towards the end, there is some literature. There's some right there. And there's some more literature. And then that's the end. We're going to be installing the next kits. So, getting them all put together. So, first things first, we're going to go ahead. We're going to set this one right here aside for next. And we're going to start opening this kit right here up and start to assemble it. So first things first, we have our screws, PSO5 and DSO2. First thing we're going to start with is the top of our engine here, which you can see the heads and the intake plenum manifold here. So first thing is installing the valve covers. We're still using the same screwdriver that come in the first kit. Okay, so when looking at it, check one side doesn't have anything, the other side we have markings here. So on a Ford engine, the distributor would be up here. So that's going to be going towards the front. That way you know exactly where to put these right here on. So looking at it, flip it to this side. Now look at this piece here. This will be the passenger side. This will be the driver's side. The valve cover, the center bolt will go towards the top. There you have it, just like so, just like that. And then on the other side, that will go just like that. And we're going to do the same with the other side. Okay, now we have this right here snug. This is all done, finished up. Now we're going to go along. The next step is this little breather right here. Now this right here is a vent breather PCV valve basically that will go on top of the valve cover. So looking at the front of the engine, which on a Ford motor, this would indicate the front. We're going to get that. We're going to slide it right down into the location just like so. Right like that. Next step is the breather. So you have in the breather, this is a metal screen. This is actual metal. And you will have to bend this around your breather. So we'll sit that down. We'll get our breather parts out. Okay, here's your breather. Now for the breather, you're going to be using PSO5, which is the other screws there. The front of the engine will be seen. The rear of the engine you will not see. So on the front, you can start it by using it as the center or to the side. But you want to make sure this right here, the split, is not on the front. And there's a little channel in there if you can see it. That little channel right there is where you're going to put this metal piece. Just like so. Now the metal piece is in the breather. Now, very carefully, line up the bottom of your breather and make sure you get that metal piece there lined up inside there as well. You can start putting your screws in. Okay, and there you have a full see-through breather here. A real metal mesh screen there, and it has Eleanor written on the top. So now let's do the carburetors. Okay, now we have both the carburetors. Now there is a top and a bottom to the carburetor. The bottom will be the flat piece. The top will be the two openings, which would be an opening, but you have your little opening there. So now what we're going to do, we're going to get the engine with the two rounds flat at the bottom, and we're going to sit it directly. There's little bitty, see right here, two little holes there and there. We're going to put it right into place and snap it in, just like so. And do the same with the other one. So we got two full barrels. So 2 4-barrel carburetors. Next, you're going to take your breather. This is the front of the engine. This is a Ford. So the front of the engine's here. Now you're going to take your breather. You want the Eleanor to be towards the front of the engine. So the instructions here are saying to put the word at the back of the engine if this engine is correctly done. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put this just like this right here, because that's the way it's supposed to be. And using my screws, okay, the next step right here, we're looking at this kit here. This right here is our number 4 kit, and this is going to be the next process of finishing up the front bumper right here and assembling these grills. So let's go ahead and start back on, this is the step 2 book with 2 kits. Let's go ahead and assemble that. There we have everything there. I'm going to leave everything in here until I need it. Okay, now we're going to take out the upper grill. The upper grill is the larger grill here. So just flip over your bumper, insert your grill right there. There's little tabs right here built into the grill. Just want to insert them. That grill is just floating, just like the real car. It's just floating in there. Go ahead and get you a screw. Okay, there's our grill. You see we have light leakage all the way around it, which is just what you can see through shining. So there's our floating grill. Now, next step is our fog lamps that go in the bottom here. So go ahead and pop those out. Now these will go down through here, which to put them in, you will have to slide this little tab right here through the hole in the bumper. So just like that, basically. So we can go ahead and slide both them down through there. And flipping it over, you can see they secure right there in the back. So we will get those and we will secure those right there where they need to be secure. And those right there will be using the DS02, which is right here. And check your lights. Make sure that they look close to centered. And they're as close as they're going to get. So all these lights right here have an opening for bulbs to go. Next, let's go to the next process. Okay, you have 2 sets of wiring harnesses now. This is the next process. So you want to take your harness and just unbend where they bent the harness there to put it in the package. Unbend that harness, and then right here you have your two lights. So we're just going to take, and the furthest light, which is this one, not the one that's attached to the lead wire, we're going to take it and we're going to stick it through into our headlamp. And there it is. Now make sure you put your finger on the bulb. You don't want to break it to put pressure on it. Next, you're going to take this one and you're going to feed it into, you make sure you do both left bulbs, and then the other harness is the right bulbs. Just feed it in, and push it in just like so till it clicks. And now you have your little bulbs. You can see your little yellow bulbs in there. Now we'll do the same with the other side. Or this bulb goes to the headlamp. And the next one to the fog lamp. Just like so. And then you're going to route these wires right here down below this part right here to get it away from where your grill is. You don't want them wires showing. We're just going to let these wires run down towards the bottom, just like so. We're just going to run them wires right there down too, towards the bottom behind the lights, and then we're going to be installing our grill. And the lower grill will help to secure the wiring harness out of the way. So now we're going to get this grill and we're going to place it just like that, straight on top of the wires. And make sure that you got those wires bent just right so that grill don't contact them. And then you can place your grill right over the wires, just like so. As you can see, looking through the front, the wires are exactly the same on both sides, and they're routed down below the grill and straight out the bottom, just like so. So that right there completes this right here. And pull our hood panel out and show you the hood. Line it up with our front bumper there. You can get a look at it. Now we're going to sit this right here aside, and our front nose. And next, we start on our seat kit. So we're just going to be installing the front and back portion right here of the seat. Now as the kits progress, you get more parts per the book. So as you see, we're going to be doing the seat, then we're going to be doing from the seat to the front spindle and the spinner for the rim, the rotor, the dust collector, and we're going to be assembling that to the rim itself. And that's the last of this step. So we're going to be putting this together. So let's go ahead, jump right in. First thing we're going to do, we're going to take this right here, open it up. We're going to get all the parts out of there. Okay, there's our nice Ford Mustang seat. There you have your center seat section. The chrome goes between the seats. There's the back of the seat. And then we have PS05 screws. You have the back, the front. So you're just going to take the back part of the seat, the chrome section, and put them right into place, just like so. And pop those together. Once you've done that, you're going to be putting screws through this hole, that hole, that hole, and that hole. Okay, well, there's that. Now, you have this piece right here that goes on next, and it just simply pops directly over right here. So, just want to line it up real good, make sure that all the tabs are lined up the way they should be. And this right here is actually cushion. This is cushion material. You can see it moving in the video there. So just push on it around the edges to snug it up. And there you have your real nice vinyl seat with real cushion. We're going to go from this step on to the front system suspension. Okay, now we're starting here. We have number 6. We're going to be doing the front suspension. So, got my scissors. We'll cut open the kit. So we're going to take our, this is metal. This is the front spindle to the car. This right here, this is the dust shield. We're going to get it. It's got 2 little places right there and there, just like that. And then clip that real good into place. Take your, this would be basically your rotor for your wheel. We're going to take that, we're going to slide it right on to that as well. So just like that, there's a little place right in behind there, and your caliper, brake caliper here will slide over the rotor and snap right into that little hole. So just push it in till it locks. And that's what keeps your rotor on your car. Okay, so next, the wheel that we assembled earlier in the video, there is a little mark right there. Make sure that mark lines up with one of these openings. And we have little Elsa here. She's coming in to be a part of the video. Push it in just like that. So we have Elsa checking out what's going on. Now we're going to have to put a screw right there. And that holds the wheel to the rotor. The next thing, this right here is magnetized, so it just sits right on there and holds by magnet. Plus it presses as well. So there you have your wheel and your spinner. Your rotor itself turns, but the brake caliper itself does not, just like an actual car. So this right here is the finished product of this kit that finishes this book of step 2. We have our fascia finished. We've got our engine assembled. We have our back seat, backrest for the front seat finished, and one of the wheels. Alright, well, stay tuned for the video that's coming after this one. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already, and if you do want to see the next video, make sure to hit the notification bell at the top, and the next video upload, you'll be the first to get it. Thanks for watching.